Tiffany Clark was born to be an athlete. When she entered Amesbury High School as a freshman, she showed so much desire and raw talent that she instantly stood out as a bright young star with enormous potential. Her decision-making in all sports was completely instinctive. She was hungry for success and attacked every practice and game with enthusiasm and intensity. She loved her teammates, and being with them every day was important to her. 12 sports seasons after entering AHS, Tiff graduated having earned 11 varsity letters, was captain of 3 sports, and was a Boston Globe All-Scholastic player in field hockey and softball, and received the 1994 MIAA Outstanding Sportsmanship Award. In the fall of her freshman year during early preseason practices, Coach Chris Perry told field hockey coach Gail Kelleher that Tiff would be the hidden gem in this very talented freshman class. She did not remain hidden for long. By October 1st, Tiff was a very important part of the varsity team. Intense focus and passion were part of her nature, and coupled with her innate athletic skills and her strong dedication to becoming a better player, she soon became the starting midfielder. Tiff played during a time when many changes were taking place in the game of field hockey. For the first time in the history of the game, an obstruction rule was changed, and this encouraged more creative stick work. Never before seen skill popped up in the game, and for the next dozen years it became known as the Tiffany Spin. She was a master at avoiding players by performing the spin to perfection. The most impressive performance played during Gail Kelleher's 39 years as field hockey coach was played by Tiff and her talented teammates in their senior year during a tournament game. Mrs. Kelleher watched with awe at the guts and determination that it took to play during a 7v7, no substitutions allowed, overtime. When the clock was running down, only one player on the field was still able to push herself through the pain. That was our Tiff. The game, the performance brought Mrs. Kelleher to tears. Her comments to news writer Kristen Perry said it all. Today's game and the season as a whole will stay in my mind and all the players' minds forever as one of those stories to tell your grandchildren. They played hard all season. They know how to be there for each other. For her outstanding play in field hockey, Tiff was a 2-time All-League player and the Cape Ann League Player of the Year. She was also recognized as a Boston Globe All-Scholastic player. And finally, Tiff was chosen as one of the best 15 seniors in the Northeast to play in the best of 60 game. During the winter sports season, Tiffany brought her intensity to Coach Perry's basketball team. Basketball is not a game that comes easily to most players. Tiff succeeded because she always practiced the right way. She attacked the game. Tiff played 4 years as a varsity team member and led the team in rebounds during 3 of those years. She was a master at ripping down her defensive rebound and throwing a perfect baseball pass to a teammate who was fast breaking down the court. She ruled in the paint and was impressive to watch. Everyone knows about Coach Chris Perry and his astonishing success as a softball coach. Tiff warmly remembers Coach Perry mumbling, "Come on, Clark, go get 'em," followed by a fist pump, and go get 'em she did. She was a 4-letter winner in softball as well as tri-captain during her senior year. From the beginning, she roamed center field, becoming one of the best to ever play this position. Her exceptional speed, her ability to make spectacular over-the-shoulder catches, and her gun of an arm were her badges of honor. Her natural ability was a thing of beauty. Offensively during her 4 years, Tiff was one of the top players in offensive statistics, finishing her high school career with a batting average of .446. She also had a total of 16 home runs, 128 hits, and 102 runs batted in. For her extraordinary softball play, Tiff was selected 2 times to the Cape Ann League All-League team and was also honored as a Boston Globe All-Scholastic player. Upon graduation, she went to the University of Massachusetts for 2 years where she played field hockey at the Division I level. When she transferred to Salem State in her junior year, Coach Kelleher recruited Tiff to coach the AHS freshman team. She was an amazing coach, especially considering that she was just a few years older than the players. Miss Tiff, as she was known, brought much-needed intensity and focus to the members of her 9th grade team. Within a few years, she moved to the JV level and was relied on to educate and evaluate players at all 3 levels. She was a fabulous role model, and all players loved and respected Miss Tiff. Beyond any doubt, Tiffany Clark Nigro deserves to be in the 2015 Athletic Hall of Fame. As an athlete, teammate, player, and coach, Tiffany accomplished it all. Congratulations to 2015 Athletic Hall of Fame inductee, Tiffany Clark Nigro, class of 1994.
The main reason I stand here tonight are two highly respected, legendary coaches, Coach Gail Kelleher and Coach Chris Perry. Both themselves were dedicated with field honors, so that speaks volumes to their success and to their success to the athletic program here. Stepping onto their fields as a freshman, there was a lot to live up to. It was nerve-wracking, and you had really big shoes to fill. Like a parent, you wanted to make your coaches proud. I want to thank Gail and Chris for all the kind words in my video. I'm very humbled. But because of their dedication, their talent, their commitment, showing up on weekends, taking us to weekend games to see other high-level players, that's where my talent came from, was from them, from my family, from my parents, from my teammates, so I thank you all. And I want to recognize my family that's here tonight supporting me, my husband and my son. And I just want to say how proud I am and was and still am, even though I'm no longer I'm an alumni, but how proud I was to walk through the door every day to be an AHS Fighting Indian. I'll never lose that passion. And lastly, I just want to say thank you again and congratulations to all the inductees tonight. Thank you.